Do you know about the disappearance of Madeleine McCann?
Yes, I think so.
What is it about?
I heard of it. I don't know what it is though.
No, I do not. Why?
Okay,
Yes, I do. I'm pretty sure she was probably like sold into sex trafficking or something like that.
no. Okay.
The name sounds familiar.
Nope.
It's about a girl who went on vacation with her family, and when they were out at dinner, she was asleep in their hotel room and she got taken from her window.
3-year-old Madeleine McCann disappears from her bed while on vacation with her family in Portugal.
Disappearance of 3-year-old Madeleine McCann.
Say they believe Madeleine McCann is dead.
This is a massive case, probably the most famous missing persons case in the world, I would actually say. Most of you have probably already heard about it, and that is the disappearance of Madeleine McCann.
Start off with the disappearance of Madeleine McCann.
Everybody wanted to know what has happened to Madeleine.
The Madeleine McCann case is still a mystery, and the body language of her parents raised suspicions.
3-year-old Madeleine McCann, taken from her bed with no clue left behind.
The new Madeleine McCann documentary, which just aired on Netflix.
Your 5th birthday without Madeleine. Each year before, you've marked it with a small party, cakes, balloons, cards.
So, what happened to Madeleine McCann? Hello everyone, my name is Sharon and welcome to Deep Dives. Today we're going to deep dive into the case of the disappearance of Madeleine McCann. So, grab a drink, a snack, and get comfy. Let's begin. The McCanns were a beautiful and ordinary family of 5, who were from Rothley, Leicestershire. Meet the family: Jerry McCann, Kate McCann, Madeleine McCann, and the twins. The McCanns and their 7 friends, known as the Tapas 7, started a 7-day vacation at the Ocean Club in Praia de Luz, Portugal. The McCanns would spend those days in an apartment, room 5A. The other couples resided in the rooms nearby, rooms 5B and 5D. It was the second and last day of the vacation, and the family was trying to soak up their last days in Portugal. The kids spent the majority of their day in the kids' resort club and later in the resort's pool with their parents. At about 6 p.m., Kate took the kids to their room, and then later on at 7 p.m., she put them to sleep. Kate and Jerry left room 5A to go eat with their friends. They left the door slightly open so they could easily check on Madeleine and the twins. They left for a tapas restaurant in the resort while the kids stayed in the room. The restaurant was only 100 yards away, leaving them to believe it was a safe and reasonable distance to be able to leave them. They let the staff know that their kids were in the rooms, letting the tables with apartment view be reserved. From the restaurant, an adult would go check on the children roughly every half hour. At about 9 p.m., Jerry conducted the first check. The door is different than he remembered it being left. He checks in, the 3 kids are sound asleep. He then goes back to the restaurant and resumes conversation. One of the McCann's friends, Matthew Oldfield, volunteers to check on all the kids. He comes back saying all is good and quiet. Kate finishes eating and decides to check on the kids. She notices the door is open, but as she goes to close it, the door slams shut. She opens the door, seeing the shutters that were previously closed open. As she scans the room, all is normal, except for the fact that Madeleine was missing. Kate is frantic, unable to process what was happening. She quickly searched the apartment, but Madeleine was nowhere in sight. She runs out yelling, "Madeleine's gone! Someone's taken her!" She runs towards the group, and they immediately tell the front desk, who then calls the police. A missing child search begins. By this point, everyone believes and is hoping that Madeleine simply wandered off and couldn't find her way back. Several staff and resort guests start searching till sunrise. Sadly, Madeleine is not found. The Portuguese police start an official search.
Breaking news for you this morning. We're just hearing that a search is underway for a 3-year-old British girl who's gone missing in the Algarve area of Portugal, and she went missing last night. Hundreds of people have been searching for the girl, and that search continuing this morning. So we will try to get as much on that as for you as soon as we can. missing girl in Lutz, and we will bring it to you as soon as we get further detail. Let's just bring you some more detail on the break.
Kate and Jerry are desperate for their daughter's return and decide to release an appeal.
Words cannot describe the anguish and despair that we are feeling as the parents of our beautiful daughter Madeleine. We request that anyone who may have any information related to Madeleine's disappearance, no matter how trivial, contact the Portuguese police and help us get her back safely. Please, if you have Madeleine, let her come home to her mummy, daddy, brother and sister.
For the next few days, the Portugal police believe and hope that Madeleine is still alive and in Portugal. At the end of May, they travel Europe, gaining global traction, even meeting with the Pope. But all hope came crashing down 100 days after the disappearance. The investigating officials publicly announced that they believed Madeleine was dead. In the following weeks, Kate and Jerry were named arguidos. They were being heavily questioned by authorities. Finally, on September 9th, the McCanns fly back to England, still without Madeleine. Over the course of the investigation, the McCanns were being heavily accused of killing their own daughter. They would constantly make the front page news being attacked. Some newspapers did deep dives finding out previously private information on the family. This, however, resulted in them eventually getting money for liable damages and a public front page apology. In the few upcoming years, not much progress had been made. They were still in the headlines, with films being made and interviews being conducted. In 2011, Jerry and Kate wrote and published a book regarding Madeleine's disappearance.
Past 4 years, it has been excruciating to stand by as all kinds of tales have circulated about Madeleine's disappearance and about Jerry, me and our family. What tipped the balance in our decision to publish my book is the continuing need to fund the search for Madeleine. While she remains missing, the onus is on us to keep looking for her, since there is no longer any law enforcement agency at all actively inquiring into her disappearance. Investigations and campaigns cost money, which has to be raised by us. It is still a struggle for me to see beyond tomorrow. Every day I wake up hoping that this will be the day we find Madeleine. But having lived through 4 painful years without my dear daughter, I have reluctantly been forced to acknowledge that our quest could take weeks, months, or yet more years, and the reality is we have to ensure we have adequate funding for the long term.
A year later, a computer-generated image of what Madeleine may have looked like at age 9 was created. This caused many false claims to come forward. Years later in 2020, a German pedophile in prison is now a prime suspect. But from that, another man, Christian B., stands up. He recalls several accounts where he sexually assaulted women and was taken into custody. To this day, Christian B. remains as a suspect. In May of 2023, there was a search for Madeleine's remains in a reservoir. As of May 25, 2023, no information from this search has been released. Within the past 16 years, a variety of theories have been expressed. They range from probable to very unrealistic. There are 5 main theories that have been told and time again over the past years. First, that she was kidnapped by a pedophile. Second, that she was taken by human traffickers. Third, burglary gone wrong. Fourth, kidnapped by parents, although now they were proven not guilty. And fifth, any miscellaneous ones, such as Pizzagate, Illuminati, and even Epstein. There are many groups, such as Reddit, Quora, who come together and discuss these different types of theories that they believe may have happened to Madeleine. Here are a few. I think someone broke into the apartment and assaulted or murdered her, and then drove to dump her in the sea further away from the complex where they were staying. I believe it was someone who was keeping an eye on the family and watching them, not just a random person who was passing by and saw an opportunity. It was somebody who knew they wouldn't be back to check for a while. I think she was taken by either a lone predator, some kind of group ranging from something quite low scale like a local pedophile group, or a much more sophisticated crime ring. I think someone entered the apartment through the unlocked door. If she was given sedatives by her parents to help her sleep through the night, she will have slept through the abduction. I imagine when the media attention I imagine when the media attention gained momentum, they got rid of her body. I imagine when the media attention gained momentum, they got rid of her quickly. I truly believe someone took her. Madeleine was an IVF baby. Her parents spent thousands and thousands to have her. Why would they murder her and hide her body? I also don't believe in accidental overdose thing. Both parents are doctors. Giving her too much medication seems highly unlikely. We could go on and on to guess what happened to Madeleine McCann, but the question still remains. What happened to Madeleine McCann? Hello everyone again, and that concludes our first episode of Deep Dives on the disappearance of Madeleine McCann. I would like to give you a thank you for listening to this video essay, and if you have any more comments or questions or feedback, I would be happy to hear. So thank you and have a great day.